Hey ladies, welcome back to my Fierce Aging series. So today I have a wonderful guest, Marian, in the studio. She's 70 years young, and this is a really fun makeup tutorial. She has great hair. It is so much fun. I think you're going to be surprised. And we're just working with the skin. We tried a product that went crazy over on TikTok. You can't even get the product, but I was able to get from the tester a tiny bit of this product to see if it really worked. I did before and afters. It's incredible. It does work, but you really can't wear makeup over it. So I just wanted to see, this is something to have an option to know that it does work. It's really interesting. And we really just do a simple look, really pretty, approachable, putting lashes on, feeling good about ourselves. Again, ladies, this is not a channel that tries to pile on makeup, tries to change who you are. We come as we are, we enhance our beauty, we work with our issues, whether that's fine lines and wrinkles, whether that's bags underneath the eyes, that's pigmentation, whatever it is. We're able to really make ourselves feel good with makeup. So are you ladies ready? Let's get this beauty started. Testing out the Peter Thomas Roth, that viral product that no one can get their hands on. I actually got a little sample because I went to Sephora and had them squeeze out whatever they had left in the tester. Tried it on my client. That's for my Fierce Aging series over on YouTube, where we celebrate women of age. So check it out, see this, but one caveat, you cannot wear makeup over it. So I'm going to try out the Peter Thomas Roth, the viral little eye fix that basically shrinks the eye area underneath, and I want to see what really happens when I work with this product today. So I'm just putting a little on the eye area here, and then I'll work it into the skin with my hand, so it'll basically be going into the skin. So I put it on at 12:40. I checked the clock. So we're gonna see, I only put it on the left side. We're gonna see what happens in about 3 minutes. I'll check back in. We're 2 minutes into applying the product on this eye here. We put the Peter Thomas Roth, and this eye we haven't touched. I wanted to see what we would get after about 3 minutes. So you can see that it is giving that tightening effect on her eye.
Goodness gracious. Huge. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It works. Wow. I wonder how long it lasts.
Now I'm going to just apply this to the right eye. I'm just really focusing on the puffy part here, not getting too close to the eye area. Okay, now we're 2 minutes into putting on the product. Let's see how it's working. So here we are, about 4 minutes into having the product on. And you can see, I mean, this is really, it really does do its job. I'm very impressed. So this is what I feel we're going to get the final result for the tightening, which is dramatically different than what we had when we first started. I'm going to do side by side so you can see, and the next slide, but really, really just a wonderful, wonderful product. All right, ladies, so we are gonna do a beautiful makeup look today. And I wanted to let you know that I did get my hands on a tiny little sample of the Peter Thomas Roth that went totally viral. I went to Sephora and I made them squeeze out the last bit in their tester. So I have this and I put it on Marian's eyes to really help with those bags, because I wanted to just see if it really worked like in real life. So it does work. Yes. But what I see, so you can see the before and after. So I did some really great video. We did it we put it on and then we did 3 minutes afterwards. So you could see it just on one eye, and then you could see the other eye when we did it. So I did a really nice gradual, like, is this really working? And it's unbelievable. But just like when I had Barbara in the studio doing her makeup in 2019, we used Plexiderm. What I notice is that it does leave almost like a liquid Band-Aid kind of film on the skin, which is hard to put makeup over. So I see that right now on her eyes. So I'm going to take it off, but it's done its job for me to do this makeup application. So I'm really excited. So we're gonna just take off that residue so it's not gonna mix in with our beautiful concealer and our foundation and everything else. So we're gonna do that now. We took off the Peter Thomas Roth eye treatment, that eye fix, because I didn't want it to mix in. It almost feels like scabby. So if you're not wearing makeup, amazing. When you're wearing makeup, I think it's going to cause you a little bit of texture on the skin. So I didn't want that. It might come back now to having those bags, which is really a great way to see how it did work. So we're gonna go right into prepping the eyes. I'm gonna go in with prepping her skin first with the Ever Peel Pad. This is what I love to do just to really prep the skin, especially since we had a little something around the eye area. I'm gonna prep the skin. This is going to exfoliate her skin and get her skin looking really radiant and ready for the serum. Next step is going to be the Ever Youthful Quattro Serum for face and eye. I'm gonna put this on the skin, so it's going to be really nice and hydrated, but it's not going to be sticky or heavy.
Feels nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go in with my last step, which is going to be the Hydra Lift Rich Moisture Injection Cream. I did see Marian's skin a little dry. I really want to hydrate her skin, so I have the best BB cream application, the best concealer application on her skin. So I'm just going to take a little bit and work this into the skin.
That's one thing I did notice as you age, is your skin really dries out.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go in with prepping the eyes with the eye and lip primer. This is going to really neutralize out the eye. It's going to prep her eyes for the eyeshadow. You don't use a lot. You're going to just use just a little bit close. And you're going to go from the base of the lashes all the way up. So I am going to just really neutralize out all the purples, the pinks, the redness, and really prime her eye for the eyeshadow. So you can see that there is a nice primed neutral eye here, and then this eye is not primed. So you see that there's some darkness, there's the redness, there's more pink. So we're going to just neutralize out this right eye for her, our left eye for you viewing this video. At this step, I really like to take my Skinny Brow taupe pencil because I have the eyes nice and primed, but I want to see where I'm gonna go with the framing of the brow, how much color I'm gonna add to the brows. And then that's gonna really dictate how much eyeshadow that I do. So I'm gonna just take the taupe pencil and I'm going to map out the brows. So she has beautiful brows. Just the lateral part here is a little thin, so we wanna really give her that definition, really finish off the brow in this area so it looks really natural, but it's also really framing the eye. So we're just gonna start corner of the nose straight up, so she's starting where she should. I'm gonna just move here. Ball of the nose, this is where she's arching, and then we do the corner of the eye where the brow will end. So corner of the eye straight up is where you're gonna end.
Okay, now you talked about the color of the brow pencil and then the color of the eyeshadow.
Mm-hmm.
Having to do what? How do the two of them relate?
Well, your brows, I'm going to do a taupe because I want to match the color of your brows now.
Right.
So then the eyeshadow is how much eyeshadow I'm going to apply, not the color.
Okay.
Just how much I want to, I've got the color, so it's not like I'm doing a ton of eyeshadow and then the brows need to be really striking or they're too light. So it really helps me frame out what we're going to do. What's really important, ladies, is to know that her eyebrows do go really high in the arch area, right? So I don't want to make them higher. So I always come down below. I follow the line that she has here, the hair. And then I just give her that shadowing underneath here. So it looks like I'm bringing the brow down, not arching it too high, because then that's when we start getting those real peaks and it's a little too, it's not as soft as we want it. So I'm just going in with this taupe pencil. You can see how beautiful it makes her brows look, how structured, and how it just flows. Now the brows are finished, and it's not that I am making her brows rounded. I'm just wanting them to look complementary to her hair and just giving them that structure that they have that nice plane. They're not too high, and I'm kind of making them higher. So I love doing that. It's a really great technique. And you can see just how they wonderfully frame her face, and now we can move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using Rewrite the Rules. It's a matte palette. It's in the gray family. So Marianne was telling me that she does like to use grays and a blue liner, and so we're doing something different. And guess what? We're rewriting the rules.
All right.
Right? We're rewriting the rules, and she's 70. She wants to put pink in her hair. She wants to support breast cancer. She's doing it. She's not thinking, oh, what's everybody going to think? Or I don't know if I could do this. She's just rocking it. So she's rewriting the rules at 70 for herself.
Rule breaker.
You are a rule breaker.
I am a rule breaker.
So I'm going to use the middle color here all over the eye, and I'm using my shadow brush. And every brush has its name, so you can easily know what brush to use. I'm just taking the middle color and I'm pressing it into the eye. This is going to be a wash of color. We can build as much as we want or as little as we want. Now in this area where we see a little bit of that puffiness, I'm going to use this beautiful slate gray on it because it's going to recede it back. I don't want to highlight this, so we're going to just incorporate it into the eye. So we're going to push that back, color theory again, ladies, as you know. Open. So it's going to mix in with the eye. We're not going to highlight it with something that's lighter because it's going to push that forward, and it's already forward because it's a little bit of a puff. So we want to push it back. Not like we're putting dark color on it. We're just going to incorporate it. So it's almost like we just want to shadow it out. We just want it to go back a little bit. So that's what we're doing, just right there at that edge. And then we're going to just fill in the whole lid. Take the contour color now, the darkest color, and I'm going to take my pencil brush. This is called tapered blending brush. I'm going to go into the darker color and I'm going to start contouring the eye. I'm going to take this darker color and I'm going to just go in. So if you open your eye, so we can see where her eye goes back. So I'm going to just contour a little on the corner here. Close. A little in the corner. Again, if you feel like you have too much, just wipe off the brush, use what you have on the eye, and you can just blend this in. So you're giving that contour, that deepness in this area here. Now, she does have, this does go back further, but open your eye. I want to create, because we have a little bit of that hooding coming down, I want to create more of a crease in the lid there. So a lot of you ask me a lot, how do you do, we're not using tape, we're not using anything, I'm just creating some shadowing with the shadow. And I always like to concentrate on the outside, like the 3/4 here, because I want to lift the eye up. I don't want it to come down. And if you ever think you have too much, ladies, you can just go back with your shadow brush. There's a little of that neutral color on it. You can go back and you can just sweep it over, lighten it up. I just don't want you to feel that you always have to keep starting over, or if it doesn't look right. And I know how it can get frustrating. You can work with your fingers, you can blend it in, so you can just really see how it comes together. I'm going to go in with the lightest color here, and I'm going to just give a highlight to the brow bone. This is matte. It's a matte color, so it's all going to be incorporated. Now the beauty of doing the eyes first, ladies, is always having your Almay pad on the side, so we don't mind where the shadow goes if it falls down on the face. We haven't done concealer. We haven't done foundation. We haven't done anything. So you don't have to worry. You can get as playful as you want, and then know that you can just take the Almay pad and you can take it from right underneath the eye and just sweep it up. So you take all of that away. So that's really a nice trick because you don't have to worry about having anything fall down underneath the eye and muddying up the skin or making it look darker. We just take the Almay pad and sweep up. I'm going in with our waterproof blue suede eyeliner, something a little bit different. It'll complement the grays that we're doing. She has blue eyes, why not, right? Look down. We could use dark chocolate also, but you know how I like to go to just the base of this lash line and really define the eyes. I think this looks so beautiful on more mature women like myself, like all the ladies here on the channel. And I love that we're using blue suede and not doing something we would, you know, typically grab, like a dark chocolate or maybe even a charcoal. We're gonna go in with something that's really has a little personality. So here's a trick that I love to do, ladies. When you see that flesh color underneath the lashes, and that's always been my big thing when I was always doing makeup when I was on location, and I would see this right here, right underneath. I know it's gonna feel weird, but I like to cover that right below the lashes. I mean, it is considered the tight line still, but it really, really pops the eyes when you go right underneath. You almost just push a little bit on the lashes and you go right underneath.
Okay.
You can feel how it feels a little strange.
You can, and you're tipping the pencil up this way. I have tended to take the pencil and tip down that way instead of the other way.
Going up because
okay.
You want to look down. You're going up into that lash line there, so you're coming from underneath.
Underneath, yes, okay.
You can take your eraser brush, which is your short smudge brush. This is a really great tip. So if you feel like, oh, I didn't do a really thin line, or it's a little bumpy, all you have to do is just take it across and we can smoke it up a little bit. And it's just dragging it across the line we just made. So you can feel like, okay, good. I kind of blurred the lines, kind of like that, where you don't feel like everything has to be super perfect. If you feel you have shaky hands, you can't see very well, you can just take it. And I think it really gives a beautiful soft look when you just smoke it up a little bit like this. Also, what's really important, ladies, is that you have a nice creamy waterproof liner. You can see how it just smoothly goes on. It doesn't drag and skip. That's really important that you have that tool, right? Because if you're trying to do this look, especially underneath the lashes, and it's hard and it's skipping, it's not going to be a pleasurable experience.
No, it is very smooth when it goes on.
Just going to take a little eyeliner underneath the eye, look up, and I just want to give a balance. I'm going to do 3/4 just so there's a little something there. It's not going to be a lot. I just want to even out the eye line and just have a nice balance. So my concentration is the eyeliner on the top, not on the bottom. I don't want to bring down the eye. So that's really what I like to concentrate on. We're going to do some lashes, of course. And then what I've noticed though, with the Peter Thomas Roth, that eye fix, is that it's going to, once it's on, it's going to shrink and it's going to keep that puffiness at bay, right? But you can't really, from what I see, put makeup on over it. So I'm seeing a little remnants still. I see a little like flaking, almost like scabbing feeling. So if you're gonna wear no makeup, it's an awesome product. If you're gonna wear makeup, it's going to be a little bit more challenging.
Yes, definitely.
So you could see that it comes back a little bit now. This just puffiness, which is fine. We're going to address that with how we apply our concealer, how we work with that color theory, how we do an application. So that is coming up next. I'm going in with a little volumizing and curling mascara. This will be great prior to putting on the lashes. So I'm not curling the lashes because I'm going to be putting on the false lashes. So I have this little wand that's going to grip all these little lashes. So look down. So I just lift the eye and I go to the base, wiggle back and forth, and I pull up. So I really want to deposit that mascara at the base And with a wand that has teeth like this, you can do that. I'm going to be using my Ardell 420s, my favorite lashes that are very natural. We're going to put them on and I'm going to cut them down a little bit, only because I can see how her eye is smaller and I don't want a long lash dragging down the eye. So I'm going to just trim the end. You'll be able to see when you match it up to your eye, how much should I really take off, and then just trim them with little eye scissors. So it's not, these are little eyelash scissors, not a big deal, but just so you don't have too much lash. So perfect. Love. Let me open. Look at this camera here.
Okay.
Then look at this camera over here.
Okay.
How do they feel?
Very light. You can't hardly tell they're on there. Yeah. No, they're good.
Okay. I'm going to go in with our concealer wheel. This is going to be in the Cool family. We're going to take the concealer brush, and what's really nice is you have 3 options. We have 3 different colors. So now that we took off the little product that was shrinking on our under eye, but it has actually still made a really nice canvas for us, not as puffy as it was when we first started. We're going to see that we have this puff underneath the eye. So when I have talked about the hard edge before in different videos, the hard edge is basically at the base here. So this dips down. So we need to make that lighter. This is already raised, so it's already having light hit it, so it's lighter. So I've taught you in other videos before is that we want to take this down a shade. So we're basically going to reseed the puffiness, and we're going to take this hard edge here and lighten it. So basically take the lightest color. So when I talk about basically giving this a lift, we're just gonna give it a lift right underneath. It's like our little push-up bra for our little bag underneath our eye. Okay, then I'm going to customize, going into the medium tone, maybe a little bit of the light, but the medium tone, and be able to go over this under eye area, because I don't want to make this light. So if we went into the lightest color, what's that going to do? It's going to highlight the bag underneath the eye. We don't want to do that. We want to just take it down a tone. I'm not saying making it dark. I'm just saying that I don't want to highlight it. We might see a little remnants from the Peter Thomas Roth little eye fix, because we seem to see these little guys still sticking on the eye, which is fine, just so you know as a viewer that you might see that. That's the product that we've been working to get off. But that is basically how you're going to, you can take the eye brightener underneath here if you want to. You can take Lighten Up if you have it at home. But that's really what we're going to do for this eye area here, to lighten it, to help it blend in. And then we're going to take our BB cream and we're going to basically cover it also. So it's going to be one and the same with the face. So we want to we don't want to keep this highlighted. We want it to all kind of work together in the skin and look beautiful. Taking the darker color, and I'm just going to go over the under eye area. I'm going to take BB cream and light, and I'm going to buff this into the skin. I'm going to work the skin so it just really looks fresh. I'm going to warm up the skin a little bit so we have a nice, beautiful, hydrated skin. We're working with what we have. Again, this is not a YouTube video where I take someone and then I mask them and I plaster everything on their face and then we're poreless, we don't have any bags, what have you. We've shown you how you can, if you wanted to not wear any makeup, maybe just a little powder, you can use that eye fix to really shrink down any real bags. There's a lots of different options that we've shown on the channel that you can do. It just depends on what you're doing, what you want to do, and what's going to be best for you and the look that you're going for and what's happening that day and what you really want to do.
So you put it directly on the brush and then tap a little off of the
Yes,
BB cream.
yes.
Okay.
So what's nice is that I am matching the face to the neck and her décolleté. So she was a little lighter on her face. I want everything to come together. So she has this beautiful hydrating BB cream on, warming up the skin just a little bit. I don't want to make her too light. I don't want to make her too dark. I'm just going in with a nice light color that's going to give her some warmth to her skin. I'm going to take Nikita Banana. It's a brightening powder. I'm just going to set the BB cream and also the concealer. Going in with a cream blush, Palm Beach. This is going to really just liven up the skin. It's going to give that beautiful hydrated look, a little bit of color to the skin. So I'm just going to have her smile. And I'm going to tap on the product, and then I'm going to work the product up. So it really melts into the skin. You can see it just really looks pretty. So I'm staying right here on her cheekbone, smile, and just giving her that beautiful color right on her cheek, moving up. Going in with Waterproof Graceful, really pretty lip liner. We're gonna define the lips and just give them a little bit more shape at the top here. Not overlining, we're just coming and really defining the lip. Going to take, actually I just think it's very appropriate for Marianne's beautiful lips. Actually, she can. What is a phrase that you want to say that you could do and that you didn't think maybe at 70 you would be able to do?
I really can do anything I want to do. I find I can find myself be unique and do the things that I was afraid to do when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And it's okay now. It's okay to do them. Just try it, you know.
I think that's great.
Hair grows, you know. Makeup, you can fix mistakes, right? You know. So try them. Have fun, and see if you like it.
I think that's great. Go ahead. So this was actually I can, which I think is playing it pretty safe. So I'm going to just take, and just like Marianne said, you can just have fun with it. You can go with it. You can take it off. You can do what have you. We're going to layer with Front Page. And I think that this is going to just pop her lip a little bit more. It's one of my favorite colors that I wear all the time. I just think that we're just going to layer. You can layer lipsticks. You can make a custom color. I think it's really fun. I think she needs a little brightness to her lips to really complement the hair. We don't need to play it safe. We can really give a beautiful pink to the lip. So we have the Front Page on. It's a little bit brighter. I like it. And then I'm going to just top it with Champs, which is my beautiful just lip gloss. It just gives that little extra oomph. It gives a nice shine. It gives a really beautiful just high gloss. I finish off all of my makeup tutorials with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir because it just sets that really beautiful tone of the aromatherapy. It starts your day. You kind of feel like you're finishing off your look. So I'm going to do that. Close your eyes.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you the mirror. We're going to check out and see what we think about our look.
Okay. Oh, what a nice natural look. Oh, I like it. Yes. Yeah.
What do you think about the lashes?
I love them. I love the lashes. Yeah, I'm going to have to practice with those when I get home.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will definitely practice with those. But it's a very nice look. It's not hard or harsh or, it's very nice. And I love the way you did the eyes. I'm gonna work with that at home when I get home. Really work with the concealer.
You can see with the little bit remnants of that product, that's what we're seeing, those little guys right there. But a great option for you if you wanted to just really concentrate on the lips, concentrate on the eyes, and maybe just do a powder, is use that eye fix from the Peter Thomas Roth, where you're not worried about putting concealer on or whatever. You're just shrinking it back, letting it be, and then focusing on mascara or some, a little bit of shadow, lip gloss, and work around that with cream blush. But you just have to avoid that area.
Yeah, that's
but
good to try.
It's an option for you though, because then you can know that you can say, okay, great, I'm gonna just minimize that look today, not have to worry about concealer or anything else, and I know that that's my thing.
Right.
And then you can concentrate on other things.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Did you feel like you're ready to go out and rock it?
Yes, I feel like I'm ready to go out and dress up and have a good time. Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy you came on the channel today. You got to experience the makeup and share your beauty with all the other ladies. It's so nice I was so excited. Marion asked me if she was okay if she had pink hair coming in here, and I was like, absolutely. I want you to be who you are. This is what this channel's about. I don't want you covering up or feeling like you have to diet, or you can't come in here and express yourself. And that's what this is all about, ladies, is expressing yourself, doing things that make you feel good, using little products that are tools that help you if you have issues. There are always options for you. We're here to just show you what you can do, feel good about yourself. It's an inside job. This is just really perfecting everything, so when you look in the mirror you can see yourself and really see yourself and feel good.
Yes, you don't look too made up, or you watch some channels and they put on 5 eyeshadows and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. So it's just a very nice look. I love it. I've had such a good time.
I'm so happy you came.
I'm so happy I did too. Thank you.
So ladies, until my next video, we'll see you later.